Hey, Canucks fans, massive news coming out of Vancouver is Chytil and Lekkerimäki are both on IR. This is terrible news. So what it's doing is it's amplifying the need for a center, okay, for a center. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, like, the trade talks we know are going to be ramping up now because of this, depending on how long Chytil's going to be out for. And Allvin, with his comments about having to reconsider things now when it comes to the trade market, how they've been trying to look for a second line center and couldn't find one this summer. And that's guys like Rossi, who we know that the reports came in that the Canucks made a significant offer. They were not interested in it. We know from the rumors that we heard, maybe reports of the Canucks wanted to sign Matt Duchene. There was a couple other guys that didn't work out because he ended up staying in Dallas. And so the plan was, okay, well, we couldn't get who we wanted. And he said, now we're going to reconsider the short-term and the long-term contract situations for these players and might have to look at other players. And so I want to talk about three guys specifically. There's always seems to be a link between Vancouver and Boston for some reason. So you got Pavel Zacha, okay, that everyone keeps talking about. They keep talking about over and over and over again, okay? So Zacha is there. The problem is he's 28 years old. He makes $4.75 million a season, and he's actually having a pretty good season for Boston. So I'm not sure, like, what that would cost us. I think it would be a little too much. There's always the talk about Middlestat, but he's not doing well. I think he's in the AHL right now. So that's the Boston connection that we keep hearing about. But the new one that's surfaced this weekend is because of this glorious thing that's happening. The Calgary Flames are dead last. Yeah, you heard that right. They're dead last in the Pacific. I'm loving every second of it. They beat the Oilers on opening night and have literally lost every game after. That is just so awesome, okay? So awesome. But there's a lot of talk about Vancouver, and I don't know if this is just a rumor or this is a report. We'll see how it goes, okay? But Nassim Kadri is he an option? So I'm thinking that that's definitely a possibility. Well, not a possibility. That's an option. I shouldn't say it. The problem is Kadri is 35 years old and makes $7 million a year. It's crazy. So, and he's got a 3-year contract left. So it's like, do you make a deal like that? And this is the problem with any sort of the trade conversation. Does it include Lekkerimäki, Mancini, DPD, Villander? Like, that's who people want returned. But a Kadri one, if they can retain some of the salary, because they got to be in the tank situation, right? McKinnon, or McKenna, yeah. Gavin McKenna, I always mess up that name, because I keep thinking McKinnon. But Kadri, what I like about him, experience, and he's dangerous and he's rough. Like he's got that toughness and that grit that I absolutely love about him. So when I'm looking at this team and this roster, and I'm thinking that guy could fit. That guy could fit for us. Whenever I watch Calgary, I notice Kadri as one of those players that just has the it factor. You know what I mean? Like, he's noticeable. But why would Calgary get rid of him? Well, he's 35 years old. And if they're honestly trying to tank for the first overall pick, that's a great way to do it. The problem is, can Vancouver afford to pay $7 million? I don't think they can, so they'd have to move out some money. But I think there'll be picks for Kadri, and we'll see how it goes. So I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Now, that's the second one. That's the second one. The third one is the one that I think's the pipe dream, and we keep hearing about it, is Tage Thompson. That's the guy. I think he's 27. He also makes $7-something million a year. 27 years old, huge guy. It reminds me of Mario Lemieux in the way of size, not skill set yet. I don't know ever. I mean, Mario Lemieux, in my opinion, is in the top 2. So, top 3 max. Like, Mario Lemieux was unbelievable. Magnificent Mario, right? But Tage Thompson has that size at the center that they're all looking for. And I'm excited about that. So, I'm really trying to make sure that my expectations are low, because honestly, you would have to move significant pieces to get him out of Buffalo. And why would Buffalo trade Tage Thompson and JJ Peterka as well, like in back-to-back seasons? Makes no sense to me, because they're trying to rebuild. But if we can pull that off, like, that is the kind of centerman we're looking for, right? That's the interesting. See, Rossi for Minnesota, he's either their top line or their second line center right now, everyone. Like, that's how, I mean, they paid them money and they got the contract going. So I don't know, what would you have to give up to get Tage Thompson? Right? Like, that's something you gotta consider, because if you look at our centers depth now, it's Pettersson, Ratu, Bluger, and Sasson. Those are your 4 guys. And can you make the playoffs with those guys? Can you win in the playoffs with those guys? Because Chytil, with him out, right? And Chytil Chytil was looking good this year, and that's the frustrating part. By the way, I'm at the place, guys, where I went somewhere today that I promised I would not do anymore. I went to Tim Hortons and decided to get myself a drink for, and you know what? It's just too tempting. And I just pulled how many Calgary Flames players, and I said I'm not going to buy another one, but I'm like, you know what? I got to buy one more. Okay. And if I get a Calgary Flames player one more time, I've gotten 3 Kadris, which if Kadri comes to Vancouver, listen to me. If Kadri comes to Vancouver, then you're going to be crazy. This is crazy what I just pulled. I have not seen a Calgary Flames player yet first, okay? This is a sign. This is a sign. We need Brock Besser back, baby. Now, look at what I got in the back. Bo Horvat. Okay, this is a Canucks sign. Tell me I'm pulling Tage Thompson right now. Momentum moments. Rasmus Dahlin. Is Tage Thompson in here? I don't know. Can you see him in there? I can't see him in there. Okay, guys. So we're talking former Canuck, current Canuck. Everything's good now. Everything's good now. Okay. In the comments, post what players you would like the Vancouver Canucks trade for. I mean, Chytil, this is really serious. That is a massive hit that he took with Wilson, Tom Wilson. And there's so much controversy. So many people said that it wasn't late. It was clean. That's just hockey. Keep your head up. You can't admire your pass. And then there's other people like, that was illegal. It's the same amount of time as Aaron Rome against Boston. He got a 4-game suspension. All those things. It doesn't matter. The league and the refs both determined that it was a clean hit. So it is what it is. Whether you agree or disagree, it is what it is. So, but it has sparked all this trade rumor now that Chytil's out. And how long is Lekkerimäki out for? I don't know. So I went to Tim Hortons. I got the cards. Everything's all good in the universe now, or hockey universe, as I say. But post in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Go Canucks, go.